different ways, whether you wear one, whether you stack them with things you already have, you wear multiples, you mix and match. We couldn't be more excited about those rings coming up. So they'll be up here in just a little bit, but already people are grabbing those on hsn.com. Well, now we're gonna talk about really the earrings that made Carol famous in the industry for dressing some of the most well-known stars in the entire world. When they were going to their most important award show, or when they were walking the red carpet, or when they were doing a magazine cover, Carol would choose the earrings that they would wear. And I remember when Carol first came here to the network, because I had the pleasure of doing her first show, she had a lot of earrings in her collection, and we were talking about the fact that at HSN, earrings really weren't a huge category, and Carol said, I can't imagine that. She goes, they're a difference maker. And in Carol's line, most of her earrings, 90% of her earrings go on to become huge customer picks for that reason. It's almost like an architectural type of thing that helps your face look a little bit more lifted, helps your jawline look a little more slender. And we have your choice here today. You can either do the beautiful, beautiful black onyx with the white zircon, or we also have the turquoise with the white zircon. $1,455, $1,455 was the appraised price, lowest appraised price. We're doing them for $549, or I'm sorry, $548, and Carol, just a little more than $130 on FlexPay.
Okay, one of my most favorite earrings, 9 years here at HSN. This is a boho glam, fine jewelry earring. I'm just gonna show you in my ears, because I have one turquoise in one ear. Here's Sue in the turquoise. You can see what this is going to do for spring and summer in the warmer weather months. And I'm wearing both the turquoise and the black onyx in my ear. There's micro pave zircon. So can I just show you something? First, I'm gonna start with the turquoise,
yes,
which makes me feel glamour, goddess, beautiful, luster, gorgeous. They're super light, omega back. Then I wanna take you to, look at this. Look how sharp, look at that black onyx. The roots are in Art Deco here. The way that the curves, it's like a woman's curves. It is taking that curve. It is making it curve along the lines of our faces. Take a look at this. Is this just the most beautiful, glamorous earring that you're gonna wear by day with jeans, cocktail, by night?
There's 20 left in the turquoise. We have 30 left in the black onyx. We'll let you know when those are gone. It's gonna be that kind of collector's rarity day for you. Okay, we're gonna move next to a ring. It's funny, Carol and I were going over the show with our